Mama June claims Anna's ex Michael physically abused her amid nasty custody battle. Mama June is currently stuck in a nasty custody battle because of her granddaughter. Anna's ex-husband, Michael, dragged her to court as he was willing to get Caitlin's full legal rights. However, Shannon is not ready to let go of the star kid and is fighting back. She recently clapped back at Michael in court and accused him of physical violence with Anna and her daughters. This was a shock for the entire fan base, who were in disbelief when Shannon further made some shocking revelations. What all did she reveal? Mama June says Michael physically abused Anna. Michael and Anna parted ways in 2017. The latter was quick to move on in her life as she found Tony. However, former still had an influence on her life because he was Kylie's biological father. That is why the patriarch already has sole custody of the latter and is now aiming to get Caitlin's as well. But Mama June is doing everything not to let this happen and ends up spilling some really hot tea in the court. She exposed Michael in court and made some shocking accusations. As per Mama June, Michael frequently used to physically abuse Anna and their child during the days of their marriage. That is why she believes that it would be the best decision to let Caitlin be in her care and control. But the Sun recently revealed that Michael's attorney had denied all these claims. He reacted to the accusations and stated that his client flatly denies any type of abuse to any of his ex-partners, children, or wife. Michael's attorney added, "We will see how June plans to prove this or any other of her supposed truths or allegations." But on the other hand, Shannon again didn't stop defending herself and fired back at Michael with more accusations. Mama June. Shannon explains why Caitlin was visiting Michael. Michael claimed in the court that he has an independent relationship with Caitlin. He stated that the latter used to visit him with Kylie, and he has been sponsoring her education as well. However, it seems that Mama June doesn't agree with all these claims and has a lengthy explanation for the same. As per Shannon, Kylie didn't wish to meet Michael unless Caitlin accompanied her. She claimed in the court, while Caitlin did sometimes accompany her sibling. The visits were infrequent. June also clarified that Michael only paid for Caitlin's education for 2.5 years. She added that this was basically in exchange for him not paying child support for Kylie. Shannon even claimed that Eldridge Tony had been the only real father figure in the child's life after Anna parted ways with Michael in 2017. That is why she wants the court to reject and dismiss the latter's plea straight away. Amid all this, viewers were quick to wonder about Shannon's earlier claims. She stated that Anna's last wishes regarding custody were documented, and the world would know about them. But Shannon hasn't proved them yet, and didn't even come up with the noted evidence. Keep coming back to TV season and spoilers for the latest Mama June tea. Mama June Shannon is once again at the center of a shocking firestorm. Only this time, the drama involves her late daughter Anna Chickadee, Cardwell's ex-partner, Michael Cardwell, in a bitter custody battle over Anna's daughter, Caitlin. As legal documents fly and family tensions skyrocket, June has come forward with jaw-dropping allegations that threaten to upend everything. She claims that Michael physically abused her during a tense confrontation, an accusation that has left fans reeling and the courts scrambling for answers. What started as a grieving family trying to find stability for young Caitlin has now morphed into a toxic legal tug-of-war, and June isn't pulling any punches. The matriarch of the chaotic Shannon clan is pointing fingers and demanding justice. But is this a desperate move to gain custody, or a long-silenced truth finally coming to light? A family torn apart after tragedy, after Anna's heartbreaking passing in late 2023 from cancer. The future of her daughter Caitlin became a priority for the Shannon family. Mama June stepped forward quickly, claiming she was the rightful guardian and wanted to keep Caitlin in the family. But that declaration was met with stiff resistance from Michael, Anna's ex and Caitlin's father figure for years, even though he is not her biological dad. At first, things seemed civil. Both parties made vague statements about wanting what's best for Caitlin. But behind the scenes, resentment and unresolved tensions were festering like an open wound. According to sources close to the family, June and Michael had not seen eye to eye for years while Anna was alive. The two allegedly argued over Anna's medical care, financial decisions, and parenting philosophies. And now, those simmering grudges are exploding in the courtroom and in the court of public opinion. June's explosive accusation. He put his hands on me in a recent episode of Mama June. Family crisis. June dropped a nuclear-level bombshell. Through sobs and shaky breaths, she told cameras that Michael physically Abudallah-ed her during a heated argument just weeks after Anna's funeral. We were fighting about Caitlin, June recounted, sitting in her kitchen with Pumpkin by her side. And I told him he ain't got no right to come into my house screaming. Next thing I know, he's got his hand on my arm, gripping me so tight I thought he was going to break it. She displayed photos on her phone showing what she claimed were bruises, faint purplish marks on her forearm. That man is dangerous, she added, trembling. If he'll do that to me, what's he going to do when Caitlin talks back? She's 11 now. She's no baby. Pumpkin, visibly disturbed, appeared torn. You know I don't like Michael, Mama. But if this really happened, you got to file a report. And according to court records filed in Georgia days later, June did just that. Michael denies it all. She's trying to ruin me, Michael Cardwell has fiercely denied the allegations. In a blistering statement to TMZ, he fired back at June, calling her a master manipulator who's trying to twist the narrative to gain full custody. I never laid a hand on that woman, he said. She's using this as a weapon, too. Get Caitlin? She knows I've been in that girl's life since birth, and she can't stand the idea of me having any say in her future. Michael also suggested June's claims were calculated. She waited weeks to say anything. And now it's just days before the custody hearing? Come on, she's playing dirty. Fans are split. Some believe June's story without question, citing her past struggles with abusive partners and drug addiction as proof that she wouldn't lie about something so serious. Others think this might be a twisted attempt to erase Michael from Caitlin's life and from the will Anna left behind. Caitlin caught in the crossfire, perhaps. The most heartbreaking element in all this is Caitlin herself. The 11-year-old has already endured the unimaginable, the loss of her mother. Now she's being used as a pawn in a brutal custody war, with each adult slinging mud in an effort to win. Sources say the stress is taking a toll on the young girl. She's confused, sad, and angry, one insider shared. She wants to be with people who make her feel safe, but everyone's yelling and going to court. On the show, Caitlin was shown curled up on Pumpkin's couch, her face blank, as Pumpkin gently braided her hair. I miss my mama, she whispered. It's a stark reminder that amid the chaos, the real victim is a grieving child trying to make sense of her new reality. The courtroom showdown, as the custody hearing approaches, both June and Michael are ramping up their legal efforts. June's attorneys filed for an emergency protective order, citing the alleged physical abuse incident as proof Michael poses a danger. Michael, gay, in turn, filed a defamation countersuit, claiming June's accusations are false and have caused emotional and financial damage. This is getting uglier by the minute, one court clerk commented anonymously. It's rare we see a custody case that's this high profile and this emotionally charged. The judge has ordered both parties to refrain from speaking to the press, but June appears undeterred, continuing to post cryptic messages on social media. God sees the truth, even when people lie with a straight face, she posted recently. Followed by the hashtag #MamaBearMode, activated family tensions at a breaking point inside the Shannon family. The conflict is tearing siblings apart. While Pumpkin stands by June, others are urging caution. Jessica and Lauren are reportedly divided. Jessica telling producers she doesn't trust Michael, but doesn't trust Mama June either. She's lied before, Jessica said. I'm just saying. We all remember when she dated that predator and lied to our faces. So, yeah, I need more than her word. Even Honey Boo Boo, now 19 and living independently, staying silent, though fans noticed she recently unfollowed Michael on Instagram, Michael's secret weapon. In a shocking twist, Michael's legal team claims to have security footage that proves he never touched June during the alleged confrontation. The footage, reportedly from a neighbor's Ring camera, allegedly shows June shouting at Michael in the driveway, but no physical contact. If this footage is authentic, legal, Analyst Darla Monroe stated it could unravel June's entire case. False accusations are taken seriously, and it could backfire tremendously. The footage has not yet been released to the public, but is expected to be presented in court during the next hearing. Mama June's final plea with her credibility on the line in Caitlin's future hanging in the balance. Mama June made a tearful plea to fans, and the judge through her latest confessional.